welcome to another Stories by Grandma. Not all stories in family history are success stories. You can search for many years and not get the answers you are looking for. Here is that story of mine. I call it What Happened to Eleanor. When I was a small child, my family and I would visit with one of my mom's cousins. At that time, she was known as Eleanor May Friedenthal Davis. Eleanor married a man by the name of Howard Davis. They had 5 children: Richard, Letty Marie, Jerry Jean, Johnny, and Donald. We visited them in Fort Morgan, Colorado, and Kimball, Nebraska. We also have pictures of them at our house over different years. This was in the late 1950s and early 1960s. One day she just up and disappeared. My parents no longer talked about her, and we no longer went to visit them. Howard and Donald came to visit my parents in early 1962, and a few years later, Howard showed back up in Kimball with another woman by the name of Margaret and the children. I don't know if they were married or not. Later, Howard, Margaret, and the kids moved to Vernal, Utah. We went to visit there one time, but Margaret wouldn't let us in the house. A few years back, I asked my siblings if they remembered Eleanor, and they both told me that they knew nothing about what happened to her. They barely remembered anything about the family. So that was a dead end. I am searching for Eleanor. I want to know what happened. I started searching records available to me. I found a birth record listing her parents as Richard and Bessie Stockfield. Eleanor was born the 7th of May, 1928 in Lancaster County, Nebraska. In the 1930 census, she is in the household of Richard and Bessie St. John Stockfield. Oh, and by the way, on the 1930 census record, it lists a sister named Margaret. Margaret was 10 in 1930, putting her the same age as Howard. Could this be the Margaret that Howard married or was living with when we visited them so long ago? In the 1940 census, Eleanor was listed as a daughter to Fred and Dagmar, known as Dolly Friedenthal, in Cheyenne, Wyoming, with a brother, Charles. I don't believe Fred and Dolly had any biological children. Maybe Charles and Eleanor were adopted. I just don't know. I don't think she was their daughter. She did live with them, though. I have pictures of her in Cheyenne, Wyoming with my parents on their wedding day. I found a record of her where she enlisted in the World War II nursing school in September of 1945. However, she dropped out in January of 1946. The enlistment record showed her birth date as the year earlier. My thoughts here are that she may have lied about her age to make it appear that she was old enough to enlist. She would have been 17 in 1945. When she was in the nursing corps, she went by the name of Friedenthal. So I keep searching. I also found a marriage record for Howard and Eleanor. They were married in 1947. I then found a divorce decree dated 1962 from Howard that listed Stockfield as her maiden name. My next step was to look in Vernal, Utah for some relatives. That was the last place I had a connection to the family of Eleanor. The only thing I found there was a find-a-grave memorial for Jerry Jean Davis. It listed Eleanor as his mother in his obituary, but doesn't say anything more about her. I recently got onto website newspapers.com. I thought maybe I would find something there, but I still have not. I looked up Eleanor Stockfield, Eleanor Friedenthal, Eleanor Davis, all the names I knew her by, and nothing is there. Here's another piece to the puzzle. A granddaughter of hers, Diana, has a tree on Ancestry.com. I contacted her to see if she could tell me more, but no answer. What is the big secret? Then I realized that Diana's father was Donald, and he would have only been about a year old when his mother disappeared. He probably did not remember Eleanor or know much about her. Donald died in 2003, and I found his find-a-grave memorial. I wish it was that easy to find Eleanor, but it did confirm one point. Diana and I are researching the same person. However, Diana's tree has the wrong birth date listed and has her dying in Australia in 2014. I researched the person Diana had listed as Eleanor with the birth date and dying in Australia. I don't believe that Eleanor to be my Eleanor. Diana's Eleanor was married to a David Hughes prior to 1951, and she was a third-year college student. This cannot be true because at that time my Eleanor was married to Howard and already had Richard and Letty. I have not found anything for her since the divorce decree from Howard in 1962. I have found very little about her online, but that still doesn't tell me why she disappeared from my family. Does anyone out there know what happened to Eleanor? Evidence now suggests that she is not blood relation to me, but that doesn't stop the curiosity. She was, however, part of my life and memories. What happened to Eleanor? Is she still alive or dead? If she was still alive, she would be in her 90s. I keep her as a member in my family tree, thinking that someday the mystery will be solved. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.